Hi everyone, welcome to Nina Cucina. Today I'm going to teach you how to make lime mousse with strawberries. Now let's get started making mousse. Now, my secret to all my mousses is avocado puree. Now I pureed about 3 avocados. You want about 1.5 cups. And I'm just going to plop that right into my bowl here. Get all of that yummy, healthy avocado puree out of there. Now this will replace the eggs and the cream that you would normally find in a traditional mousse. And boy, does it work. Nobody ever knows. Okay, I'm just going to add a couple of things to it. About 1/2 cup of agave syrup. I like agave for this, light agave. You could also use maybe some raw honey, that would work too. Agave is a little bit sweeter. And this is organic raw agave. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lime extract. And that is going to give it real citrusy kick. Now I'm just going to stir that up, give that a good whisking, get all the ingredients well combined. You could also do this with a hand mixer. You could do it in your food processor, which is what I usually do, but I wanted to show you the hand method today. Now, nice and smooth. Now I am just going to grate a whole lime's zest into this mixture just to give it a little extra citrus punch. And that just brings up the entire aroma of that lime. It's just wonderful. Such a fresh scent. There we go. That should do me. Stir that in. Well, that just gives it a fabulous aroma. Nutritious mousse. How do you like that? 83% of your vitamin C for the day right in this bowl. Okay, now let's get these things out of my way. I'm going to set this aside for a second and we're going to work on egg whites. Now I have here some egg white powder. This is about 1/3 cup. This is just simply dehydrated egg whites. You can buy them right on my site. You can also find them on your baking aisle. On my site, they're actually a lot less money. I'm going to just plop those right into my blender. You can do this by hand, but it really takes a lot of work. So I am doing it in my trusty blender. I'm adding 2/3 cup of water to it, and I'm just going to whisk these together to reconstitute them. Well, they look perfect. I'm going to go ahead and pour them into my mixer. Now, just in case you're wondering why I'm just not using plain old egg whites out of the shell, these egg whites, because they're dehydrated, are shelf stable. And when you talk to people about putting raw egg whites into something that's not going to be cooked, they get a little bit funky. So I always use the dehydrated. It just keeps everybody also a little safer when it comes to health concerns. I'm going to go ahead and lock this baby down. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. That is going to help keep my nice peaks of egg whites firm for me. Turn that on. And while these eggs are whipping, I'm going to start chopping up my strawberries. Now, let's check these out. Oh, they're just perfect. Now, they're a pretty stiff peak, and you can tell that you have a stiff peak when you get that sort of formation from your egg whites. Now, this is exactly how we're going to use them. I'm just going to set my chopped strawberries aside. I just cut them up in sort of all the same volume. No real rhyme or reason to the shape, just so they have the same volume so everybody gets the same amount. Now, let's go back to our mousse. Now, this is fun and easy. I'm just going to plop that egg white right into my mousse base. And I'm going to fold them in. Now you can even see how beautiful and shiny these are. That's going to be another good indication that your whites are ready. Now I'm moving rather quickly here. I don't want to lose any of that nice, light, fluffy texture. You just want to turn the mousse over and over, then cut through it so everything gets mixed in together. Make sure you scrape all the way to the bottom of your bowl so you can get every last bit of avocado and lime mixed in with those egg whites. Now for the fun part, dessert. I love mousse. First I'm going to put a few strawberries in the bottom of a martini glass. You can use any sort of dessert type glass that you like. I love martini glasses and I found this really pretty one. I give this one to the man I call the king, my husband. I always use my trusty ice cream scoop for portion control. I'm just going to scoop some of that beautiful lime green, limey mousse right on top of those strawberries. And you can see from the side that pretty red with the green. Then I'm going to just put a few on top. Just like that. A little bit more red and green. See, now it really did help to make all those strawberries kind of the same size. And then one little scoop on top of that, just so you can still see some of the berries. And then I like to garnish with a little bit of fresh, just torn mint leaves, kind of all over the place. Just tossed right on top. That'll give a nice freshness, goes so well with lime. And then I'm just going to take one mint leaf and just stick it right in the top of the mousse. Now, isn't that just gorgeous? It presents so beautifully and it's so easy. Now I'm going to get to serving the rest of these. Thanks for joining me today at Nina Cucina. I'll see you next time.